What's cracking, y'all? You are now watching Boo TV. Appreciate you for stopping in. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified, and let's get into the topic for today.
The Los Angeles Lakers just suffered an ugly defeat at the hands of the Detroit Pistons in Detroit. I mean, they were getting mollywopped for the most part. For most of the game, they came out with a strong third quarter, cut into the lead significantly, but they could never get over the hump. They get it within, 5, 6, 7 points a couple times, and then Detroit Pistons would just pull away. Now, there's a lot of hype about there's always hype around the Los Angeles Lakers, whether they deserve it or not. They're the Los Angeles Lakers and LeBron James on the team. And you got the whole other circus acts going on with the coach, his son, Anthony Davis. It's just such a clown show in LA right now. But remember when the Lakers got off to that 3-0 start, courtesy of a fantastic opening schedule for the most part. People, Lakers 3-0. So I hate when people do that. It's early in the season. It's in the beginning. A lot of teams start out hot, and then they end up not making the playoffs. It tends to happen a lot. But I was happy how the Lakers played early on. It wasn't about the 3-0 start. It was about how LeBron James seems to have let go of the reins a little bit, and seems so far that Anthony Davis is the clear number one option on the team. And a lot of people were touching the ball, moving the ball around, but at times LeBron James would rear his ugly head and turn back into the LeBron James we've seen for most of his career. But for the most part, this has been Anthony Davis's show. I can say that. But I've also noticed that this team has two identities. And I said if the Lakers keep playing like this, how they did early, they can contend. Because I feel like they have a deep roster. But they have two sides. They have two faces. They have the Los Angeles Lakers face at crypto, at home, but they look like a totally different team. An ugly, ugly, ugly face when they're on the road. And that is not the sign of a contending team. I don't give a damn how good you play at home. If you can't more or less be that same kind of team on the road, and especially put away inferior teams on their home court, that's a problem. That is a problem. It is. The best teams in the league, the serious teams in the league, it doesn't matter if they're at home or they're on the road. And the Lakers need to understand this because, usually the championship winning team from the previous season, the reigning champions, usually have to deal with every team's best punch every night. But the Lakers are an organization where, because of who they are, and because of certain players on the team, they're going to get every team's best punch every night. They don't have to be the reigning champions to get that. So they need to wake the F up. They do. And honestly, this would have been even more of a blowout if it wasn't for Austin Reeves kind of catching fire in the second half, hitting some big buckets. I'm not going to get into the box score because it's irrelevant for the point I'm trying to make. But fact of the matter is, they have to be a better road team, or I'm not taking them seriously at all. It's bad enough LeBron James, though still playing at a high level, he is going to miss games at some point this season due to injury. The same thing for Anthony Davis. Whether the timing is simultaneous or not, I don't know. But each of these guys are going to lose games, and when that or they're going to miss games, and when that happens, you can expect the Lakers to probably lose some games they probably would have won had that player been healthy. I'm factoring that into the equation too, because I expect it from both of those guys. I understand a lot of times on the road, the bench players don't show up like they would at home, and it's more on the starting lineup to carry the load. That happens generally across most teams, especially in the playoffs. But that's why coaches shorten their rotation. One of the reasons they shorten their rotation in the playoffs. But the Lakers bench, they were non-existent this game. And honestly, It wasn't that they were missing shots. I don't think they were given enough opportunities to shoot. Why the hell is LeBron James playing 40 effing minutes? I know why LeBron James is playing 40 effing minutes. Because LeBron James is obsessed with his stats. And he doesn't want to take a minutes restriction because he doesn't want his averages to suffer. That's why he'd rather sit out games and load manage so his averages aren't affected. The Lakers are 1-3 on this 5-game road trip. And the Detroit Pistons was one of those games where you could be like, well, we're going to say that's a victory. And I think they play the Memphis Grizzlies next. Good luck. You see what the hell John Morant doing out there? You saw those 2 360 layups he threw up in the same game? Nasty stuff. Man, Ja gonna cook them fools, man. And the Grizzlies got point guard coming off the bench from Japan that's looking really nice right now. And they got a big that plays like a big. I don't expect them to beat the Grizzlies. I absolutely do not. I think they're going to lose. The Lakers better wake the F up. They better wake up. Or are they just playing for in-season tournament again? Is that what we're playing for? Is that the standard now? Popping champagne, raising banners for in-season tournaments that start and finish before you're halfway through the NBA season? Such a joke. That must be the bar now for the Lakers. I don't know. I'm a lifelong Laker fan. Somebody explain it to me. That's all I gotta say, man. It's gonna be a long season. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, stay notified. Catch you on the next one. We out, baby.